I don't know if you've heard, there's been a little bit of controversy. I posted the joke picture of me kissing your feet at the Prop 50 thing, and weirdly, it ignited a MAGA racist frenzy of epic proportions that I ended up on Hannity last week, and it's just goes on and on. But it ended up being like a giant commercial for you, which is equally hilarious.
I have a question. I tried to get an answer out of you on radio. Okay. The question is, when did you notice Joe Biden's cognitive decline? And don't change the subject and deflect. When did you really notice it?
Well, I think it was through all of the times that Donald Trump has fallen asleep in public and talked about, magnets getting wet. And
nobody knows what magnets are.
the last few,
oh my gosh.
My mom had dementia, so I recognize it.
Stephanie, this is not, it's a very good deflection. You're a professional.
You know what else is
shows.
great
You're
about Biden's
What?
decline is that Trump is all over the Epstein files, and I'm wondering if they're going to release those. Are you covering that tonight?
Not really, because the woman that apparently they're talking about is the one that said he was a gentleman and never did anything wrong. And the person that had a grudge was the guy that got thrown out of Mar-a-Lago 25 years ago. And by the way, when you get thrown out of a club in Palm Beach, Florida, that's kind of a big deal. And it's very humiliating and embarrassing. And he was a convicted pedophile. So I'm not exactly putting a lot of gospel truth in what he said.
Trump was mad that he was stealing his girls, but what?
And may every day be another wonderful secret.
You know, what I enjoyed the most about it was that you literally took that moment and you flipped it on their heads. You became the real star. And I think that is one of the things that we need to learn about the time that we're living in. Instead of looking at something where they try to make it negative, you flip it on their heads and you use it to actually platform the things that we should be fighting for. I mean, I think that most people came to know me because of what Marjorie tried to do with me in committee. And she thought that this was going to be her moment to bully me. And instead, I flipped it on her head. And the biggest story out of that was how I responded versus what she did to me. So kudos to you. For the poise and for staying on message and not being distracted and making sure that audience, their audience, instead of kind of playing into this and being like, well, I don't know, and no, maybe it was wrong, and all this other kind of stuff, you're just like, go get a fucking life.
Oh, I can't do that. We're on terrestrial radio. Wow.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay. We got it.
And then, you know what? You're like, oh, yeah, you want to talk about Joe Biden? So, yeah, Trump and his delusion. You just have been fantastic. I've just been eating it all up.
Oh, you're so sweet. I got to say, though, Rep, I was saying, and I said on Fox News, I said, this was a joke, funny picture, because like millions of Democrats, Jasmine Crockett is my hero. She inspires so many of us with her courage, her humor. And I said, I've never gotten so many N-words in my email, in my social media. And every time they say, oh, you keep calling us racist, they prove our point. Right? I'm like,
I mean, think about the fact that you are not a black person.
Yeah.
And think about all the hate that came your way.
Yeah.
Now imagine what it's like to be me.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought of that. I'm like, I can't even imagine what you endure. And you're just so brave. You're just inspiring so many of us. And I have to fulfill my duty now. I've known Sean Hannity for 30 years. He's texting me, trying to use me to get you on his stupid show. Will you go on? I told him I will ask you.
No.
She said, he said, I think she's really funny. And I said, of course. I said, I think it would be great TV because you would kick his ass. But all right, now I've fulfilled my duty. I'm like, Sean, I will ask her. She'll come on your dumb show.
I'll tell you my philosophy on this. And at one point in time, I was willing to take one for the team, meaning take it for the caucus, because I can handle any scenario that I walk into. But when I walk into that space, specifically Fox News, again, when you start to talk about the hate and the racism, it's on 1,000 as it relates to like their audience, number one. Number two, while it is that I can spar in any type of scenario, like I can hold my own I was paid to do this. I think that they forget that as they say things like, oh, we can't wait till she loses her district and has to go work at McDonald's. I got news for you, broke ass MAGA. Oh, I keep messing up.
No, you can say that.
No, that's fine.
Oh, okay. The thing is, like, yes, most of y'all may, or many of you may be struggling and suffering or whatever, but like, I made more money before I came to Congress. So I don't know why you guys believe that all of a sudden I will be flipping burgers. I was paid to argue. Like, that was my job. I was paid to defend sometimes very difficult positions. There's a reason that I was one of the very few people that was chosen to be in the spin room, not only for Joe Biden, but also as it relates to the vice presidential debate as well. So, like, I know how to do this, but I don't like the idea of being in a dogfight. I don't like the idea of going in and fighting for somebody's entertainment. Yeah. What I would do is I will fight if I need to. I will defend myself. I will defend my positions. But I don't like this whole idea of, oh, we're about to, like, put you into the ring, and this is just so people can have entertainment. Yeah. I don't do it. So
no, I was in the chair. I was in the chair before I went on, and right before me was Mike Johnson, then Stephen Miller, and then Kash Patel. And that, they don't have to send us to El Salvador. That is like a liberal gulag. I had to sit in the chair, listen to their lies. So I have a little taste of what you go through every day. Where, by the way, I love that I'm not the first show that you've dropped an S-bomb on. You were on with Jake Tapper.
Yes. I saw that.
And you said Mike Johnson is full of... After Jake Tapper told you he could. It's basic cable.
I know. I was trying not to, and he was egging me on. Because my initial response was because I had not seen the clip that he played for me. Yeah. So it was, that was one of those moments where I really should have been in private, like going off in one of like our congressional group chats. Like, did you see this blank blank and this, and I would have been going off, right? And so he caught me, and then I was like, oh shoot, I can't say nothing. And then he's like, no,
do it.
You can. So, yeah, but I usually don't think about radio as being a problem.
But this is why I think you resonate so much with people, Representative, because you talk like the rest of us. You're real, you're funny, you are obviously an incredible lawyer. You're so on point in congressional hearings. And we keep saying, Democrat, we're looking for fighters, not folders. Well, getting sick always happens at the worst time, doesn't it? Middle of the night, weekends, right before the holidays, your doctor's office is closed, urgent care means long waits and big bills. That's why I keep a medical emergency kit at home. Prescription medications ready when I need them. This is not a first aid kit. It's like having urgent care and pharmacy right in your home. You get essential prescriptions like generic Z-Pak, plus antibiotics for pneumonia, strep, ear, sinus infections, even meds for nausea and UTIs. Just match your symptoms to the guidebook or connect with the telemedicine doctor. Take your meds early, feel better faster. Listen to what Jenny from Texas said. We got hit by Hurricane Beryl with power out and no medical facilities open. I started on the antibiotics in my kit and quickly began feeling better. Order your kit online in minutes before you need it, and your kit is shipped to your door. Visit urgentcarekit.com/Stephanie. Use the promo code Stephanie. Save $45. That's urgentcarekit.com/Stephanie. That promo code is Stephanie.